What's going on, Gojo Clan? Welcome back to the channel for another marathon video. So apparently Bungie decided to drop their season 2 dev insight. I thought this was gonna be tomorrow, and maybe there is still something more to come tomorrow. And we got about an 8-minute long video to give our initial reaction and even do a little bit of breakdown while we listening to what the devs got to say about this new season, which I can't lie to y'all, once again, I'm hyped about, bro. I needs to see what they got in store for us, and hopefully we get a lot of answers to the things that we seen yesterday in the cinematic trailer. So let's dive in and let's see what we got in store. Now, I want to be fair. Hold on. I want to be fair before we get up in here. I did see about 1 minute and 30 seconds of it, okay? So I'm going to do more breakdown right now than, you know, a reaction. But the rest of the video, I saved it for y'all.
I want them to feel like we've been able to kind of recapture the magic of like week 1 of Marathon 1.
I'm excited like it's week 1 again.
New. You don't know what's valuable yet. The feeling of discovery is going to be
high key. This is dark as shit. You can't see nothing at all. And they did confirm in this video, which they're gonna talk about in a little bit, the fact that flashlights, it's not just gonna be for that one new weapon that we seen Sentinel using.
Exciting and kind of push you to new stories and new journeys along your seasonal progression.
The core thing we think about is how is that journey going to be interesting and fresh, and how is it going to provide players different choices?
I feel like Recon and Assassin are going to be super meta in this season.
And sort of like finding their own new path.
Nightfall. If I can also be honest, I would have loved if it was just more of a dynamic weather system in the game rather than an entire map dedicated to the nighttime. Like if it was on that dynamic weather change, like how it does when it rains and then it stops raining and stuff like that, and then the fog comes and then it can go, that would have been fire to me. Daytime and nighttime rotating.
Season 2 is escalation. The UESC is tired of getting pushed around by the runners, and they're fighting back. As their opposition escalates, so too does the anomaly. One of your jobs is to find out why.
From the first moment you infill on Night Marsh, you're
look at how dark, bro.
It is oppressive, unsettling.
Look, see, Assassin.
The creepiness factor gets ratcheted up.
As night falls,
who's been
the
here for
anomaly
years?
Intensifies and digital psychosis hallucinations start to affect you. Confusing, fragmented vocals and messages that really start to play with what the player is hearing and making them question what's in their head versus in the real world.
See, okay, hold on. We got to talk about, let me see if I can pause it right when this creature jumps out. What is that one of the infected shells? They are lunging at you.
Upon landing in Night Marsh, all players will have an equipped flashlight by default.
Nice.
Night Marsh is this interesting counterplay of, do I go to the places where there is light and kind of comfort and safety?
Uh-huh.
But doing so makes you a lot more visible to people who are hiding in the dark.
When you are in those
oh
shadows,
my god. Okay, look at, I mean, I said it so many times, but dog, I also think thermal scopes are going to be super meta in this new season with this Night Marsh. It's just, it's looking crazy. But hold on, my man's threw a blue flare?
In the dark.
When you are in those shadows, you want to have equipment that allows you to see in the dark using your cybernetic eyes.
We really leaned into LiDAR as kind of our mechanic
Ooh,
for runners to navigate.
that's a new scope?
Once you start accumulating
oh
these
my god, this
tools,
is scary.
Upgrading your loadout to be specifically tailored to fighting on Night Marsh, you're going to become far more powerful.
One thing we saw resonate with players from maps like Outpost was the way you could work your way through the map and earn access to treasure. That's the core principle of what we're looking to do on Night Marsh.
Players have kind of seen that there are maybe elevators or staircases up to something that has been closed off.
Yep,
in Season 2, you're going to gain access to that space.
Okay.
This is the observation deck.
Oh, look at my mans.
Where the UESC has been studying the anomaly. That's going to be one of the most heavily guarded areas of the map.
In there, it's going to be juicy loot.
Ultimately, the real test of mastery on Night Marsh is, can you get into Upper Complex and can you raid that UESC treasure room up there?
Oh, okay. Oh, shit! Sentinel! Okay, wait. Before we get into Sent, wait a second. Is this a new kind of threat then with this UESC bot? Because I know we've seen the red ones before, but my man's has got like another drone attached to him. My whole thing is just like, there's so much you're going to have to account for on this map alone, like going in there with flares. Again, it does sound nice that everybody is going to come equipped with a flashlight. And again, that's just more so, do you want to put yourself at risk? Now, I'm getting ahead of the video. I know I am. Nigga, you got me all the way fucked up if you think I'm going in there with no lights at all and these damn zombies is chasing me. Not happening. All right, let's go over Sentinel.
In Season 2, Sentinel is a new defensive shell.
They're optimized for controlling space. You have all these different tools that you're able to deploy into the world to fortify an area and keep others out.
Okay.
You're able to put down this defender system.
Is it like Watson and it's gonna grab grenades? Yeah!
That shoots down grenades out of the air. Whenever you take explosive damage, that's going to be a big buff to a bunch of your resistances. And additionally, when you're surrounded by enemies, your small arms are going to have increased reload speed and ready speed.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Players are getting really good at gap closing and getting right in your face. But now with Sentinel, you throw down a snare mine, and whenever anybody gets close to it,
it pops. Oh, I like that.
Stopped in their tracks.
You have an ability to be able to track. They literally will slide up from their sleeve and get a heads-up display.
Snare set.
Oh!
Whenever anything is moving around, they're going to show up as a little blip. And that allows you to know where your threats are coming from, deploy all your tools, and give you the information you need to effectively defend your area.
Sentinel's going to be ratty. Sentinel is going to be ratty.
The seasonal reef set allows us to change the journey of the things that you're going to care about.
Just because you experienced it in Season 1 doesn't mean it's going to play out the same way in Season 2.
Word, let me see.
A holistic look at every mod in the game, every mag, every optic, every chip.
Wait, let's pause because this is vital information, y'all. So this is the new weapon right here. What is this? What is this little thingy? Oh, it also shows Sentinel. Has it always shown the shells down there? I don't want to be dumb. And this is also new. So that's 1, 2, 3 new things right here. New scopes. Yep, for sure. New scopes on the weapons. They said something about new mods. A new look at a tier 3 backpack, which is fire. And some other things that you get to bring into the mission with you. Okay, let's go back a little bit.
Every mod in the game, every mag, every optic, every chip, and seeing where they sit, what people like about them, which ones people don't like.
We're flipping implants on their head. Now an implant is going to be perk first, stats second. You look at the name of the implant, and that's what the perk is. That's what it does.
We're also going in and changing the rarity and the drop rate of some of these things. So a weapon you maybe got real used to seeing in Season 1, you might find a little less often in Season 2, and you're going to have to form a relationship with a new old reliable.
Okay, I'm not mad at that.
There are going to be 2 new weapons being added to the sandbox. First one is the KKV. It's a small arms SMG with an integrated suppressor, and it is
so it does come with the suppressor.
Down anything immediately right.
Oh!
Shotgun rushers, watch out.
Oh, I like it.
The second gun is the D54 battle pistol. It comes with an integrated red dot optic.
Burst? Okay.
We really see this as an excellent 1v1 strafe dueling weapon. You know, things are going crazy. Put that sniper back on your back and just pop out the D54 battle pistol and you are just ready to go.
Okay. Progression. This is important, y'all.
In Season 2, everyone gets this fresh start, and they have a chance to go back through that journey from 0 to hero.
Not mad at it.
Us as designers to look at what we did and say, hey, how could we do this better?
We've taken a look at a lot of our contracts.
What that is?
Like in a single run, heavy traversal. I know everyone loves going from bio to field maintenance.
Damn!
Keep the magic, but just remove some of those frustrations where it feels like you're throwing yourself against the wall.
Yes.
We're looking at things like material costs.
Oh, Okay, I know he's talking about material costs and everything like that, but I'm also seeing a different background scenery for when you exfil.
We're looking at things like material costs and how you're earning faction reputation, how you're earning it as a solo, how you're earning it as a crew. One of our big goals is that most Marathon players can actually max out their faction upgrades and get to VIP ranks.
You're our ticket, our dead of night infiltrator.
What we're really ultimately looking to do is make it so we're alleviating all of those challenges that might be blocking you from continuing to grow inside of the game.
Okay.
In Season 1, everything was tied to faction upgrades. If you want
Yes, it
extra
was.
melee damage, you were having to rank up Arachne. In the Cradle, you get a single screen with all the runner shell stats.
Oh!
And you're able to pick how you're distributing points.
Whoa! Oh, I love that! I love that! Go back! So you got stuff like your strength, recharge, your dexterity, endurance, support, and resistance.
And you're able to pick how you're distributing points.
Oh
Cradle XP
my
comes
God.
from smashing down gear that you don't care about. You can batch, select a whole bunch of stuff, turn it into Cradle XP, and now you've got more stats.
Oh my God!
To be the fastest runner on Tau Ceti, you can just go all in on agility right from the start.
Some people not gonna understand this, y'all. The fact that you now get to make your shell a personalized, representation of who you are and what your game style is. So even for the people out there, it's like, yo, I feel like Vandal can be faster. You can make her faster now. I feel like maybe I should be able to have a little more tankiness with Destroyer or Sentinel. You gonna have that ability. Oh my God.
And we're not gonna penalize you for wanting to reset. You wanna pull all your stats out of one and put it into something else, you can.
Oh,
That
yes.
system is going to give players, I think, a lot more
Yes.
freedom to pick and choose how and what they want to upgrade than the faction upgrade system offered previously.
Now I think the only thing that I'm curious about is what's the limit?
As we're continuing to build seasons in the future, not just Season 2, but Season 3 and Season 4, we're going to keep hammering at how do we make it so everyone really appreciates that survival journey better.
What can
Okay.
we improve? How can we shift this experience to just be cool or just be more fun?
I want to be able to have our game be
Whoa, whoa, Marathon, you not slick. Was that nigga just prone? Run it back.
To just be cool or just be more fun.
I want to be able to
Dog, that has to be a prone. That has to be a prone mechanic. Because look, there goes what looks like triage. That's recon and destroyer. So whoever this is, unless this is a down person or maybe it's the zombie. So maybe not, you know, maybe I'm getting too excited. Hold on.
We shift this experience to just be cool or just be more fun.
I want to be able to have our game be this launching point into a whole bunch of different experiences and stories that players can have.
That's sort of where it's leading to, is sort of how do we discover new frontiers for that gameplay.
Oh, they didn't mention nothing about the damn zombies. So we gonna have to discover that on our own. Hey, well, there you have it, y'all. Everything that I just listened to, everything that they talked about sounds exciting. And again, they've already mentioned in some of the things previously, like on the websites and just on their homepage, how they're trying to make this game a little more inviting to newer players, especially the ones out there who might not have fully enjoyed it because there were some features, like maybe it was just a little too challenging, maybe some of the bots was doing a little too much, and maybe there wasn't enough, if we just gonna call it what it is, enough of a casual feel to the game. And it does seem like they're going to offer that. Now, what is exciting to think of is that you could possibly do one or a few of these different maps in a PvE only mode when they introduce that. So that would be a nice way for you to kind of rank yourself up. It's also another nice way for you to kind of test out your builds and see if you like the way that you have it set up. The one recommendation that I have, or I guess something that would be like on the wish list from you, Bungie, would be maybe we got like a firing range. I've seen other creators kind of talk about it too. And I just think it's a good idea and a good opportunity to bring it back up and say, maybe we need a firing range. Maybe we need something so that we can show off, okay, does this mod make that much of a difference? Does this core mod help that much for this shell? And should I be prioritizing it over my other ones? How does the range of this weapon work? What's the fall off look like? You know, all those things, being able to do that without, again, the fear of I have to get into a actual run and test these things. They would appreciate that because it, again, allows them to test some things out themselves. You don't have to be a creator to want to test things out and see how certain guns or how certain characters work. So including something like that in the game, I think that'll make it just 10 times better as well. But that's enough yapping for me, man. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. It could be 20-some minutes, I don't know, but I hope that you guys did enjoy, man. I am so excited for this season and I'm looking forward to it, even though I am going to be terrified on Night March, but I look forward to getting into it, man. So if you guys are just as excited as me and you want to keep up with all this stuff and maybe even support your boy when I go live, because I do plan on being live when this season goes up, make sure you hit the sub button and like this video and share it with a friend, and then tell them to share it with a friend. And with all that, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Peace and hair grease.